What's up, everybody? It's Sunday, about midday, about noonish. Just showing this chocolate. This chocolate will be going up north. Joey Loft, 335 Lofts up there. He already bought this bird. I'm waiting for him to give me the confirmation on shipping it. But anyways, today I made a special day. Figured everybody was getting stir crazy at home, and I figured, hey, why not? Let's hang out on a Sunday, and we'll order a pizza here, drink a couple beers, for Pigeon Mumbling. That's all we're doing today, people. So I hope everybody on YouTube out there in the Pigeon world is staying safe. Remember, people, sometimes in life it's not how you start, it's how you finish. This bird's going up north. Hopefully the guy will have good luck with them. But I got a couple guys here I want you guys to see that come down, visit me. And let's make it fun, people. That's all. Young one for 2020, right here. I have other ones in there, but I figured I'd show this one because this one special is going up north. All right, B-Rock 681, we'll be back on this in a second. 681 back on this.
What is that, John?
Got the guys here. Got Jerry from Orlando.
John Heffer's in
Got George Mandera Loft. Check his videos out. I inspired this man to do it. I pumped him up. I said, hey, let's do this. Do your videos. And look, he's showing the world all the beautiful Horatian homes he has, all the different colors. You got Marvin and the crew, Tarzan and the crew. Tarzan and the crew. He breeds what he calls other Marvinites. And of course you got Jerry.
John Nelson's up in Michigan.
Hold on, guys. Hey guys, you're on film, bro. Let's talk to the camera here. Hold on, 1 second. You got Jerry from Orlando.
The long distance man.
This is Jerry. He specializes nothing on but yellow homers.
Yes.
And this is a German type of breed. German.
Saddle.
He said, I can't say it, of course I'll hump it up.
Yeah.
But yellows from Jerry. He wanted me to try out an experiment with a yellow. Last time I visited him, he offered me a pair. I said, unfortunately, I have no room for him. But again, when I spoke to him on the phone, he says, Bobby, I'm gonna bring you up a yellow cock. Find a nice hen and breed some young ones. So I told Jerry, why not? I'll go ahead and give it a try. And I will give him a pair of young ones from him. And he can have his cock back if he like. But it's a beautiful yellow. Never had yellows in my loft, but I'm gonna give it a try. We got Marvin here. Quiet as a church mouse today. But if you give him a couple minutes, he'll be rolling. Here's the story, right? Tell him, what's the story?
Are you ready for this?
Go ahead. Tell him. No, people, we ain't got enough time for that.
I gotta just bring up one thing.
Go ahead, bring it up.
There's a guy that's a platano. You know what a platano is?
No, we're not supposed to.
Banana.
Listen, we're not supposed to bring up that.
Okay, forget about it.
Forget about that. Let's go move into Pigeon Talk on a Sunday, and that's the way I'm gonna keep it, people. 100. It's Sunday. I love the fact that the guys come from down south, out west of Orlando, and right here locally in town. So, Pigeon Mumbling. These are some young ones for this year. Jerry brought them up for George Mandera. He's gonna work with these. George has done tremendous work with birds that you wouldn't believe. They may look like this, you won't recognize them in 6 months, actually 3 months from now. You won't recognize them. But Jerry was kind enough to bring George some young ones. He had bringing them up some young ones in the past, but today at B-Rock 681 Taino Loft, we're gonna go Pigeon Mumble, look at some yellow ones. We're gonna display other birds, of course.
6 feet away.
And don't worry, I'll keep my 6 feet away. Hey, this guy, he's worried about the coronavirus, and I don't blame him. Everybody should be. So, anyways, on a Sunday, people, I have to order some pizza. We got some beer, we have some water, we have soda. Come on down to Palm Bay. Come on down to Vero Beach. Where George is at. If you're in Florida, Pigeon Mumble time. One love to everybody out there in the pigeon world. Remember, people, this is the Pigeon Channel. B-Rock 681. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm off for this.
some studies I've been reading. Adenovirus, when it started years ago, it would only attack young birds. It never attacked the old birds. Then, slowly but surely,
Is that the one we used
it's
to call
mutated.
the young
Listen,
bird disease?
Yes, right. That's what it used to be
And
called,
now
young
it's,
bird
now
disease.
it's mutated into a different.
Now it's mutated to adenovirus 2. Because it has mutated to adenovirus 2, what happens now, it kills young and old. Doesn't matter. What you have in your loft, it will kill young and old. And when it wipes you out, within 48 hours, you can lose damn near 20, 30, 40 birds at one time.
Your brother's been at my house, and I had 10 gallons, 15 gallons of bleach. Diesel
That doesn't
fuel.
matter.
I sprayed it with
It doesn't
diesel
matter.
fuel.
In 7 days, you can lose up to 70% of your stock.
I did.
70. Everybody does. Everyone that goes through that, and you're not the only one. It's not a secret. Only the ones that keep it a secret will never tell you. I had a problem in my loft.
Because they don't want you to think that
They would never. Yes,
get it.
yes,
I was here.
and they can easily get it at a show.
Yeah, relax.
They can go visit someone's loft. It could be a carrier. You take it home, and before you know it, within a week, incubation period. 1 week. It's funny how it resembles the coronavirus. Within a week, what happens is you start going in your loft, and you see a bird drop dead, and you go like, what's going on here? And before you know it, you got another one. And by the end of the day, you have 3 or 4. And then by the end of the week, you got 70 birds down in a week. How do you explain that?
I lost 18.
It's a virus, a pigeon virus. Adenovirus 2 will kill your entire 70%
And what
of
are
your
they
loft.
giving for it?
Well, it's a cocktail. So you go to Siegel's, you order. Siegel's has a variety of medications that you have to order and put them together as a cocktail. It's in the book. Just read the book, it tells you. But for those that don't know, they don't want to learn. You know? There's some guys out there that go, oh, that's not this, that's not that. No, if you don't read,
I've been using the bleach and it's been recessing it.
Here's the story. If it wasn't for Johnny and Bobby, I wouldn't know what I had. He's the one that told me what I got.
I pinpointed exactly what he had in his loft. And he did it with exactly what I told him.
Boy, the bitchy part was taking all the birds out and bathing them. Wait, and then getting in there, ripping the whole coop to shreds, scraping everything down to its bone, and then going in there and spraying everything.
And what'd you wash it with? With the mixture?
Well, I would use anytime I disinfect my loft, Virkon S. Virkon S, which is one of just many other disinfectants out there. Virkon S, what's good? Because if they use it in poultry, they use it in big companies, commercial, they use it in pools, they use it in public pools. They disinfect a lot of stuff with that, with the Virkon S. The only bad thing about the Virkon S is you can mix it up in this bottle today, and it's only good for 7 days.
Evaporates.
Suspend it in the water. That's it. It's only good. The potency is only good for about 7
It's only
days.
active for 7 days.
After that, you might as well throw it out. So
We
mix
used to
small
use
batches.
Uric acid, when you, like for air sac mites,
Yeah.
when you do your loft, you have to use the uric acid. That kills the larva for air sac mites. And I was using the bleach. Then from the bleach, I went to pneumonia.
See, I got
After
one
pneumonia,
here.
I went with diesel fuel.
Got another one here.
Diesel
And
fuel.
Diesel fuel. I doused my whole loft in diesel
bunch of
fuel. Now you were asking about the white bars, where they come from. Those are opals. Now your brother's got what he's calling chocolate bars. Those are actually opals. They're not the white opals. We're calling
They have
them
gold
chocolates.
bars,
Because that's
opal bars.
home talk,
Yeah.
you know. But now he does have dilutes. They're in opal and they're in a dilute form, and they almost look like a dun or a silver dun to it. But it's all it is an opal.
An opal.
You know.
Thank you, Bobby.
So I've been using anything that has recessive red. When you put it to it, that gives you more of the bronze and the copper color coming out. If you go with the yellows, you start getting more of the dun and brown.
So let me ask you.
Khaki.
Let me ask you a question about blacks. Let's talk about
go
blacks
ahead.
for a minute.
Talk to me.
So we talk about the colors. I have a pair of black tipplers.
And you want them beetle green black.
But stand by on that.
Go ahead.
But if they produce me blacks,
Yes.
and the second round they produce me a black and a dun, why is that?
Because you're using yellows to get your blacks. If you put a red to that black, they're no longer blacks. You've ruined it.
If
They
you
become
wait a minute, run that again. Say that again. If you
Actually-
use the yellow,
Yeah, you could use the red as a black, but not to show. You'll get a purple sheen in the neck.
okay.
You don't want a purple sheen. Beetle green.
Okay, so how to get the beetle green?
You get too much result.
You take a yellow
Uh-huh.
to a black, you'll get it done. You take the dun back to the black.
Okay.
Beetle green. That cleans it. If you put the red into it, you got the purple sheen.
Gotcha.
Now it's a stock bird.
Okay. So I take
never be a
a
show
black.
bird.
I take a black to the yellow. I produce a dun.
Yes.
Take the dun back onto the black.
It's a stock bird now.
Whether it be a father,
It would
daughter
be what
or
they
a
would
son.
call a homozygous.
No. But I'm saying, should you use the same out of the
You can.
family,
It's a show
or
bird.
should you just take two pairs, and then you cross over?
You would probably want a different family because when you start doing inbreeding,
Mm-hmm.
you take quality away from the bird. They look nice,
Okay.
but the performance never seems
So
to
let me
be.
ask you this: I have two pairs of blacks over there.
Yes.
One black consistently produces
Are
me
they
blacks.
where'd you get the blacks from?
I'm gonna tell you in a minute. The pair produces me consistent black pairs. The other pair will produce me a pair of blacks, a dun and a black, and now two blue bars. Why is that?
Because that's a blue family. Your black is in the blue family.
It's in the blue family.
You'll get that.
Is it safe to say that the cock carries two genes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the cock is carrying a blue bar and a black?
Yeah, you only have 3 colors to make that make all the
And the
colors.
3 colors are? Red?
It's red,
Blue?
blue, and brown. Chocolate.
Okay. And now we talk about pattern. Bar?
That's the pattern. The bar is a pattern.
Right. The bar is a pattern.
Your spread
Uh-huh.
there's only 3 colors. Like those reds he's got in there. Those are not reds.
But what
You
are
see a
the...
red checker and a silver? That's a blue background. That's a blue
Okay,
bird.
here's the way, when I was flying rollers, this is the way I understood it back in the day. Because I have
I'm
video.
getting mine
I have
from the guy he
video.
was talking about.
But I have
before.
video. I have OVHS
I gotta
videos
disagree
where
with
this
something.
gentleman, I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head, but he was selling these videos. I'm talking back in 1998. I bought these videos. 1998. I have them at home.
Okay.
98, 99. The colors.
The video guy?
The guy is standing in front of 4 cages like this with another guy, and he's talking about color. He goes, in order to make any color, any illusions, laces, all that, you got the 3 primary colors:
Okay.
blue, T-check, and red. Those 3 right there. Make any other color.
Well, your
You can make
T-check-
white.
Your T-check is blue.
T-check is blue, but I'm talking about blue as in blue bar.
No, it's the
T-check?
pattern. Those are patterns.
But I'm talking about the
But
colors.
your jeans are blue. It's a jean blue. It's a blue jean.
So wait a minute. I'm sorry. You're correct. T-check,
Yeah, cool.
red, and brown.
And brown.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you.
All 3 of those colors make all the other colors.
They make all the other
All
colors.
the other colors, yes.
Now your recessive reds, the dilute is a yellow.
Right.
Checks are not all
On the browns, your dilute would be a khaki.
So let me ask you this: if I take a yellow
That's how I see
and I put it on a
You're
red,
not using
and I
for
get
racing.
2 reds,
Maybe, you know,
You
top
will
of the
get
line
2
for
reds.
racing.
Actually, if you
As
take
far
all
as
yellows,
show,
like that cock, he's got nothing but yellows in his loft.
Caps.
okay?
And you put it to a red hen. Every red that is born will be a
Oh,
cock.
John Kimber.
Every yellow that'll be born will be a hen. Every single one.
Okay.
Because his are all yellow. And being you're using that as the cock bird, and his red is a hen, that's 6 sex-linked.
Sex
breed.
linked. Sex linked. But I have at home right now, Tony, New York Tony, gave me a red hen. Red hen. I have a yellow.
What was the parents to it?
He says they were reds.
Okay, then you're gonna get sex-linked.
Okay, so I have
He wants to speak.
I have a yellow cock, right?
Yes.
I made it the first round, 2 reds.
Watch this.
The second round, I got a red and the yellow. Which was the cock? Which was the hen?
What was your cock?
Yellow.
Then all the hens should be yellow.
You ready?
And then the
All
one.
the cocks
My
would be
bird is
red.
you ready for this? New York Tony gave me a red tippler cap hen. Okay? Guess what came in the background? A black cap. How's that possible? I said to Tony. Tony says, my blacks, I put my reds into my blacks, and they produce reds and they produce blacks.
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, but they're not real reds. The reds have a purple shine to them.
No, this is beautiful, perfect. What do they call those reds he's got? Brick reds. That's what this is. And I said to myself,
Recess it. When
and
you
I
get
said,
into
how
show
did
birds,
this happen? And so I took it and put it to a black cap. Okay, so they're both black caps, cock and a hen. And for the life of me, this is the 4 sets. She produces the eggs at one at a time, but there's several days down the road she won't produce and give you another egg. I said, something's wrong here. So I take the eggs and put it onto somebody else. And you know what? I don't know what's going to happen.
We're gonna give it Jerry's loft. Well, Jerry, on the Sunday, he's asking me.
What's the story, Jerry?
The story with Jerry is, the question is, I presented on one of my videos sometime back 3 birds, a tippler, a Budapest, and a Pakistani high flyer. All performing birds. They all perform well in their own way. But the question is, why did I make the statement that a tippler is a lot smarter than a Pakistani and a Budapest? Well, here's the story. The reason being, I've never flown a Pakistani and I've never flown a Budapest in my loft. So you would normally say, or pretty much think in your mind, how could that be a fair statement? The statement is this. When you talk to people that fly Pakistani, that fly Budapest, and they themselves will tell you what their experience are with their pigeons, there's the answer. It's not coming from me. It's coming from those that I've spoken to, Jerry.
Nice.
And I've spoken to a guy in California. He flies Pakistani. The guy that I originally got my bloodline from. He says they do fantastic, but the way he flies them is individually. And he lives in an area where if he loses a couple, he doesn't mind. It's all open. But I've spoken to other people in California that have them, that have compared both the tippler and the Pakistani. And what happens is, this one gentleman that I spoke to in California, he says he'll let the tipplers out first and then put out the Pakistanis. The Pakistani will fly above the tipplers.
Really?
Above the tipplers. They're high flyers, but they will always maintain their bearings by watching the tipplers below them. That's the only reason why he doesn't lose as many, but if he doesn't do that, he pretty much loses a bunch. Now, and that's a statement that he made. I didn't make this up.
I see. No, because it happened to me, right? That's why you are 100% right.
Okay, so Jerry's telling me that I'm 100% correct.
Yes, because what happened is I got Tony's the one you see it with me. It was Tony B, isn't it? I got 1 chicks from them. He never been out for 5 months. You know, I mean, he born and staying there. He's 5 months old. Okay, somehow I lost him. I said, well, how he fly this guy? He never even trained. Never did. He was dot in the sky like that. Okay, I said that's it. The hell with him. Anyways, grizzly color. I am not worried about it. Anyway, I was working. You know, get the other vision out and that. 4 or 5 minutes. I look in there. Right here, right at the front door. He came back from. He never been out. never been
Look, he
out.
came back.
He was from the cave to the
5
sky.
months.
He came back right to the front. I said, is that the one who was flying? Yes, that's him. And from there, I'm going to start raising those tumbler now, just because of that.
You know,
Okay,
you know,
so-
Johnny.
But let me finish the story. And the story is that when it comes back to the Pakistani, the gentleman told me that on windy days, the air, depending on how high they go, the winds will carry them away from the loft. Now they're gone. They're gone. They don't home. They don't come back. Because the Pakistanis are designed and they're bred over in Pakistan, right? What kind of weather they have over there? Probably hardly any wind, if any, sometimes. Scorching hot, low humidity, very low, dry, and then they fly high. Here in Florida, we have a lot of humidity. The weather can change from 1 minute to the next. It makes it difficult to fly those birds here. Now, I haven't flown one. Maybe someday I will. Now, the Pakistani is one thing. The Budapest, on the other hand, I spoke to another gentleman, matter of fact, right here in Florida, down south.
What's his name?
He told me that 1 year he bred, say, 60 young ones, 60 babies. He let them out. First time out, couple times, they go up, they come down. A bad rainstorm, windstorm come through, and it blew his entire stock out of range from his home. He damn near lost every one of them, except for maybe 10, 12 he got back. But that's a big loss. Now I have experience, which B-Rod's been over my house. I flew one summer 65 tipplers at one time. It was a beautiful afternoon, sunny. By the afternoon, it was an overcast, a bunch of clouds, wind, and before you knew it, my whole entire stock, here come the torrential rains, and it seemed like a hurricane, but it wasn't, a bad rainstorm, and all the birds got blown east, all 65 of them. And as I'm sitting out there, and it's pouring rain, you can barely see in front of you, 2 feet, pouring rain. I can see 2 or 3 tipplers coming back through the rain, flying in the rain. I couldn't believe that. 20 of them, I counted 20 out of 65 come home that evening. The rest stayed out overnight. The next day, I probably got, out of the 65, 20 were back, 45 birds left. I probably lost 5 out of 45.
Yeah, that's a good return.
And that's a good return. I got 40 birds back. So the 5 weak ones, for whatever reason, they probably got blown off course 2-3 miles. But at the end of the day, that's why I'm a firm believer that the tippler is a nice bird. Pakistanis are a nice bird too, but it's a different style of flying. Budapest too. The Budapest go up high, just like the Pakistani. But if a bad weather comes through, they get blown off course, you tend to lose them.
I think the Pakistani I seen had a little longer face.
Oh, they're very long faces, long necks, long stands, long wings. Now I've seen some beautiful ones. I've seen some, the grizzles, but I've seen some reds and I've seen some blues over, on YouTube. But again,
That's beautiful.
I don't discount any of them. They're all performing pigeons. But at the end of the day, you make the decision what you like. I can't tell you like the tippler over the homers or the Pakistanis or the Budapest.
I like the booties, the old time booties, not the show. I like the show booties too, but they don't fly worth a damn.
Yeah. Well,
And the flying ones that they fly,
That's
they got the
absolutely-
longer beak.
That's absolutely amazing.
They don't look the
So
same.
technically, you discover it yourself. You will be watching it, and
I've watched some videos. You get on YouTube.
Flying people.
I'll ask some of the guys over in overseas, put up some videos of them flying. And some of the guys will respond and they put up some videos of the Pakistanis flying very high. Look really nice. But for me, a lot of guys have waited. They say, hey, when are you gonna fly those Pakistanis? I enjoy my tippler so much, it's kind of like I just leave them there on the
I
back.
like the last one you did with the coppers. They look good.
Training, between training and racing them. They don't want to get mated. Only towards the end of the season, because as they get older, their hormones kick in. The hormones kick in. So yeah, so then they start getting mated. They don't want to fly. They get lazy.
Now, if you separate it in that case and you keep pushing it, they will.
Yo, B-Rock 681 here. We're gonna end this today on a Sunday. All right, this is B-Rock 681 representing Taino Loft. I have George Mendera from Mendera Loft.
Don't forget, Pigeon Mumbling in the sport.
We got Marvin and the Tarzan crew.
Hey, how you doing out there, guys? And also, don't forget, it's called the Marvinites.
The Marvinites.
That's my new breed.
That's it. And we have Jerry's Yellows.
Good to see you guys already, especially to meet you once in a while. But it's been so long since I haven't met you right now. What is it, 6 months? We're supposed to do it every few months if we can. It would be much better. Thank you, for everything you did. Really, it was a great hospitality, and thank you again. You are Jimmy the 266. I remember you always by 266.
Diplomat 266.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Actually,
right.
his real name is Mr. Fantastic.
Diplomat 266 here from the Red Eye Loft. And we're going to end it on this Sunday afternoon. It was an enjoyable conversation talking with the gents here about pigeons, colors, diseases, vitamins, and of course different types of breeds of pigeons that we fly out here in Florida. So for all those out there that are watching, thank you for coming out. Thank you like always. What can I say? Have a good evening.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Christian, you do some great videos, brother.
And the guy behind the camera, yes sir. Thank you, Christian.
That's Christian.
Thank you for the fine videos that you make. Quality videos.
Only because I'm a professional and I get nothing but professional work.
That's right.
That's it.
He's a professional. All right. Peace.
Indubitably.